you guys, what is going on? It is Mw2 Samurai. I got a game of third-person demolition here today on Bailout, and I gotta say, we kicked ass this game, and this is with totally random people. And yes, I got a couple of deaths, but like I've reinstated so many damn times, we got shit done. We fucking put it in their butt, and we forcibly shoved it out their teeth. We got shit done. So, I'm feeling pretty good right now, and actually right now, this is kind of just like a test also, to be testing out a new quality that I'm going for. So I've been going through a couple of different scenarios and shenanigans, and I'm seeing how this is going. So we'll see how that turns out actually. Let me know what you guys think of the quality after it's all uploaded and done and stuff. So, alright guys, and actually my Halloween was pretty awesome. I gotta say I've said some stuff in my other video, but I didn't really give any details. So, basically what had happened was that me and my buddies had waited until 3 a.m. to pull out a Ouija board, and his glows in the dark, which is kind of cool. But we waited until 3 a.m. because that is supposedly the witching hour, you know, blah blah blah, that's when all the spirits come out. So, nothing really happened until about 3:25, and then slowly one of them started to move for us, and we ended up getting some kind of contact. And believe it or not, if you will, but I know what I'm about to tell you, and I know what I felt and saw. So, you can believe whatever you want after hearing this, but I'm telling you what I experienced, alright guys? So, basically, we ended up getting someone to talk from my buddy Sal, and then nothing really happened until about 3:45 after that, because he just left. The spirit, whatever it was, just left. So then, our buddy Ty that was with us, he was like, hey, why don't we frickin' for sure get something, I'm gonna hold a seance. So we held a really ghetto-ass seance with like a piece of paper and shit. But we found out some crazy shit. Supposedly we frickin' conjured a spirit, or made a spirit come to us, and supposedly he brutally beat someone to death, and he was a murderer, and he was a bad spirit, so we told him to leave. And then, a couple of times ago, our buddy Paul, as you'll see in Capon Trick Shots, he's had some contact before. He's like been pulled back a little bit by a spirit, and he felt like someone was trying to grab him. And basically, this time he totally blew us away, and he was like, I want to know if there's somebody here that wants to take me. And he was literally fighting with the planchette. It was going to move to yes, and he was trying to get it to move to no, and finally he just told it to move goodbye. And then basically it came to my turn. And now I'm going to tell you a little bit of history, what I've experienced when I was a kid. In our first house in Bartlett, Illinois, when I was about 4 and a half, my older brother was about 16, and we had a single-story home with a basement, and basically our house has never been normal, I guess, but our basement has been kind of creepy from the start. I mean, one, it's just a dark basement, but two, it's always had like some weird kind of feeling in it. And you know, once in a while we hear voices and stuff coming from down there, but we were just like, it's nothing. Most of the time, honestly, it was me, because I was playing my freaking Super Nintendo, which was the shit, because Mario, you know, fuck yeah. But that's a story for another day. So basically, one day, me and my brother are upstairs, we're watching TV in our living room, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we start hearing voices again. But this time, it's different than what we usually hear, which is just a random, like, laugh or a random sound. We hear a baby crying from downstairs. Now, it's just me and my brother home. There's no one home. We have no friends over, no nothing. It's just me and my brother home. And then, all of a sudden, we hear, like, an older guy laughing maniacally, like, ha ha ha, like that. And it's over the baby crying. Like, you can hear them both together, but it seems to be conjoined. So then, my brother leaves me in the living room, and he goes to the top of the stairs, opens the door, and he says, leave us the fuck alone, because this is not the first time. So he's like, we're tired of this shit, leave us the fuck alone. And I don't remember any of this, because I probably blocked it on my memory, but apparently, after he said that, my brother just heard me start crying like crazy. Like someone would if someone was holding a gun to their head. That's basically how I started crying. So then my brother runs back up to me, and on his way running back to me, you have to cross to our kitchen. I shit you not, on his way running back to me, the plates in our cabinets start flying out of their shelves, and they start crashing everywhere. So my brother freaks and like fucking flips and freaks the fuck out. So we run away. We go to my neighbor's house and wait for my parents to come home. And I mean, we should have recorded it. Because, I mean, first of all, for proof, but second of all, our parents didn't believe us and they thought we just broke all the plates just for a stupid story. So they got pissed at us. But me and my brother know what we saw, and my sister can vouch for it that there was something wrong in that house. And actually, this is another thing that's freaking creepy. We literally had a picture of my dad taking us in front of the house. It was me, my mom, my sister, my brother, and my grandma. My older brother and sister. This is before my little brother and sister were born. But this is all of us in front of the house, and our sister's room is facing outside. Literally, I'm not shitting you, in my sister's window there's a white, like, silhouette of a person. But it's, like, in front of the blinds. That's the thing, because she never had anything in her room that was in space of the window. She didn't believe it, and first of all, she didn't have a lot of crap in her room anyway. And that's what was freaky about it, was because I don't know what happened to the picture, and we can't find the internet copy that we had. We don't know where it happened. I saw it on my sister's computer, and I don't know where that went, and I can't find it anywhere. But we looked at it under a computer, and we zoomed in, and it literally looks just like a white figure, and there's like two shapes for eyes. As you would see, like, I mean, come on, it kind of looks like a person in a sheet, but there was literally no one at home, and this was in frickin' like 95, 96, yeah, about 96, 1996. So it's like, dude, that's freaking creepy. So it's like, anyway, plus after we moved out, we learned that a couple years later, the garage, only the garage, burned down for some mysterious reason. So it was like freaking intensely creepy. Like, all the time we were in the house, it was just a bad feeling. Like something, it was just like bringing everyone down, and no one knew what. And we've gone back there a couple of times, and like since people have moved in and they've changed all this stuff, and we haven't talked to anyone to see what's going on, but it's just a weird feeling when you go in front of the house, because especially when we moved in, my brother told me that the person who lived there before us had bed sheets on the windows, and he had a really terrible lawn, like someone who doesn't take care of the house at all. So I mean, it was creepy, and then itself. So it was like freaking scary. But basically, that was just a story I wanted to share with you guys. So besides that, I mean, you know, we had a good Halloween. Oh yeah, sorry to digress completely, but back to the Ouija board. So after explaining all that to you, I had asked to speak to that ghost. I was like, can I please talk to whatever spirit was in our first house? Can you please go to yes if you would like to talk? And nothing happened for about 10 minutes, and I'm not shitting you, I got deathly cold, extremely cold, like it was -20 in my friend's room. And everyone else started to get kind of cold too. And I mean, he's lives in an attic, and he's got a really warm upstairs, so that was freaky enough. And I'm not kidding you, my fingers moved the planchette, and I did not touch them. I mean, you could tell. Plus, my fingers let off of the planchette a couple of times, and it still was moving, which is freaking us the fuck out. So I moved to yes, and I asked if it was the spirit that was in my house. And I was like, if you are, can you please go to the first letter of the town that we both lived in, or the town that I met you, to the spirit. And this like gave me freaking goosebumps, because the town that we lived in was Violet, like I've said, and it went straight to B, which freaked me the fuck out. And in my mind, I asked it if it was the spirit that we talked to earlier that murdered someone, that brutally beat someone. And I was like, if you are, can you please move to 1? And it moved to 1, which is, I mean, don't get me wrong, this is not right away. It took a while for all this crap to happen, but it did in fact move to 1, which freaked me the fuck out. So it was like, I was just like, thank you for talking, goodbye, and I just moved to goodbye, and that was it. And then after that, all 4 of us tried, and what freaked us the fuck out was, can we talk, we were like, can we talk to the spirit, blah blah blah, you know. And first, Ty and Paul let their fingers off, and then it was just me and my buddy Sal, and we were moving it towards yes, because something was moving towards yes. And then, by the actual time that we ended up getting to the end of the board, we both let go, and it still fucking moved off the board, which freaked us the fuck out. So we definitely got a good Halloween scare. That's I guess that's pretty much it. Like I said, not the best score, guys, but we kicked ass in Demolition. So that's pretty much it. Have a good night, you guys. Peace out.